What's up, y'all? Got a film in the feed, so let's get into this tea. We about to get into DDG files for full custody. Claims Halle tried to harm herself and their child, Lena versus Daysha. Oh, Lena versus Daysha? What? Oh, it is messy this summer. I mean, we ain't even hit summer yet.
So DDG just filed a court order to stop Halle from...
Before we get into this, I got a 2-hour reaction to this, to his 165-page document on my Patreon. I am not putting it on here. They're going to yellow mark me, and I'm not going to be able to make my money. I got family to feed, so we got to get into the tea. If y'all want to look at it, the link will be in the pinned comment. If you do, you can. If you don't have to. This is just for the people that do.
From leaving the country with their son, claims she's a risk to herself and the infant. Now, according to documents obtained by TMZ, DDG has filed an emergency motion to stop Halle Bailey from taking their infant son out of the country. He's claiming that she poses an emotional and psychological risk to the child. DDG filed docs Wednesday morning asking for an emergency hearing because he says Halle has made plans to fly with their son Halo to Italy on Saturday. He says the courts shouldn't allow this because Halle isn't mentally healthy enough to care for herself and their child, and he worries about what she might do if she leaves the court jurisdiction. DDG provides examples of alleged conduct he thinks is troubling, claiming that Halle once took his weapon and left the house without telling him where she was going. DDG alleges...
And what you taking my arm for?
He ultimately found her outside just holding the weapon. He says she was pregnant when this incident went down. He also alleges Halle once tried to terminate the pregnancy behind his back, but she ultimately changed her mind and decided to go through with it. On another occasion...
And in the documents, it says she tried to go through with it because she was trying to prove her loyalty to him by having a baby. Listen. Men don't give a damn if you have a baby for them. That does not make them more loyal. That does not do anything but add a bill on to them because now they got to take care of a responsibility. For some men, they obviously do cherish the fact that you had a child for them and they respect that. But some men, baby, you just had a baby. That was it. Okay? So, yeah, having children for men don't keep a man.
2 months after Halo was born, DDG claims Halle sent him a series of alarming text messages threatening to off herself and suggesting that their infant son Halo might also be harmed. As you know, Bailey has accused DDG of abusive behavior in the past, including once when she alleged he slammed her face into a steering wheel and chipped her tooth. Well, DDG tells a different version of events, claiming he came to pick up Halo for his custodial time with his son. But Halle jumped into his back seat when he did, demanding they came up with a formal co-parenting schedule. DDG alleges she became increasingly agitated and started jumping from the back seat to hit him, and her momentum carried her forward and she smacked her head on the stern wheel. In fact, DDG says he was actually on the receiving end of abuse by Halle, including photos of a large cut on his hand in the docs, which he says Bailey caused. DDG is asking the judge to block Halle from taking Halo to Italy. He also wants sole legal and physical custody of their son, or if he's not granted sole custody, he wants all custodial exchanges facilitated by a third party. So DDG is now going for sole custody. Now,
and he don't want to be nowhere near her ass.
This is going to get messy, which I knew it was because, hey, they both have money for good lawyers. And this is going to be a tough one. Now, he filed this 3 days before Halle is supposed to leave for Italy. So could you imagine how she's feeling right now? I mean, she has to leave in 3 days for work. Now she has to deal with this. Not sure if that was intentionally done, but you guys leave your opinions.
Hell yeah, that was intentionally done. First of all, let me be patient. Let me find the right lawyer. I can't even freak out too much on the internet because everybody gonna be judging me. It's no need for me to stop working because I got $40,000 a month of bills I gotta pay for. So with that being said, let me play chess. You said that I hit you, you know what I'm saying, hit your head on the steering wheel and all this. Okay, let me show them who you really are. Let me bring to the world, like, let me really put them in our chat. Oh my God. Jess.
On all this down in the comment section below, but let's move on to this next topic with Ed, Crystal, and Jazz. Now, I recently reported that Ed abruptly ended Crystal's Twitch live, and people went over to Jazz's Twitch stream asking her to go outside and help because Ed just put hands on Crystal. Well, now Ed is speaking out. Underneath my video, he left a comment and stated, snatched her phone because she kept dropping our location and told her we got ish to lose. Stop flagging. He says, I don't need domestic violence on my name. That ish ain't cool. So then he responded to a comment I left because I said there were multiple people streaming there. So if someone wanted to find you, then they could. He says she literally was saying we getting there at 8:30 and we 5 minutes away type ish. Of course, people know where we're going, but dropping the times from our GPS is wild. So
I ain't gonna lie. Watching all them go live and telling everybody where they at. Nah, gang. I don't know why everybody think they so safe. Maybe they got, you know what I'm saying, protection, blah, blah, blah. But bro, like if all y'all there, I get it. Everybody's there, especially around that time, everybody was there. But yeah, you got to be a little safer than that.
So this was Crystal's response to the whole situation because she did speak out again on Twitch.
It's nothing to really clear up. Like, no shade. I was sitting down. I went to go sit at the end of the table because everybody had their cameras out. And honestly, I wasn't trying to be on camera next to my ex. Because y'all know how y'all be. So I moved all the way down to the end of the table. And I just see somebody just coming over there to me. And I'm like, no. Get away from me. Get away from me. But it's like, I didn't mean to say it like that. But I said it like that. But basically what I was trying to say was, bye. Like, we can't talk.
We can't talk. And that's not crazy or bad because, like,
that is crazy and bad. Like, what the f*** is the point of Ed going up to Jazz saying, I'm a real, I'm a real, we cool, I'm a real. But you can't speak to your, what are we doing that for? That was kind of fake. That was not so real, you know?
In a relationship, and she is showing respect.
Yeah, I gotta, like, still at some point, it's like, I gotta go, like, okay.
And even though it's like, oh, well, he know y'all cool and he's not there, so I'm like, it don't matter. Like,
it don't matter, so I still gotta have the same respect.
That she would have if he was there.
If he was.
Now, Flo is also speaking out on the situation because they too got into an incident the same night where he allegedly snatched Karina out the car. Now, he's claiming he didn't snatch her out the car and he's showing that they're still together. So what are we talking about right now?
Why you said they be hating on me? What I do? What I do? I ain't see the comments, y'all. What I do? I seen people saying, my VG. I seen people saying something, but I made a
His
video
dreads look totally different now. I hate that he cut them off.
on YouTube. Y'all ain't go watch it, go check it out. Cause you know the internet, they try to make it seem like me and Karina be going through World War III and everything be cool and I'm just this and that, but
This wanted her drink. And he was like, let me get that. And she was like, no. This said, hey, brother, hand me that drink. And then handed it to her. Like, A, you too lit, stop drinking. B, I said no. Maybe it's not that serious for them. They in a relationship, da-da-da. But he kept telling her to get out the car. He was like, I'm going to tell you one more time to get out the car. When he said that, I was through.
I don't even care no more, man.
You got one child, not two. You know what I'm saying?
I really be chilling. If we was all that, why would I be with her right now?
So as you guys know, King did announce that he was attending Kaiser's graduation, and he did make it there. Neek posted videos on her Snap, which I'm not going to post here because other people's kids are in the background.
Kia, you know, men like to do the most because they stronger, right? When I tell you, because you know it was one of them glasses with the, I don't know what the glass is called, but you know it got the skinny part at the end. Kia, when I tell you I would have flipped them on, I would have flipped the glass. Because if I snatch it, then I'm going to get wet. I would have tilted that. Nobody going to drink it then, since you want to play. Nobody drinking that. I said no. A flute. I said no. What are you doing? And you just going to grab her drink? Like, that's crazy. Whole flute would have been on the floor.
But as you can see, King is there. Now, Laina was on live and she was kind of emotional, stating that she was having a bit of separation anxiety and just dealing with a lot of emotions from the earthquake that occurred. Now, she stayed in Thailand with their 2 kids while King traveled back to America to get Kaiser to bring him back. Well, now Daysha from the Taylor Girls is speaking out on the situation and how she feels about Laina going onto TikTok crying.
Anyways, like, I don't even get on this app and be looking like this, but I'm so tired of seeing Lena ass on my timeline, like, for real. Like, for real, for real. And we tired. We sick and tired. We're sick and tired. Like, girl, you can be without that man for a few days. Like, you are literally, you know what I'm saying, you make the stepmamas look bad. Like, you just make us look so goddamn bad because it's never been that deep. This man is going to support his son at his graduation. Pat that man on the back. Make his ass go. Make his ass support his son. Like, it should have never been. Even if you was crying, why did you tell us?
For the first time in my life of listening to the Taylor Girls and Daysha, she right. I'm not gonna lie. She took that situation of that man going to see his child and made it by herself. And poor King, he's so green, he just don't see it, bro. And like, it ain't nothing you gonna get him to see. He gonna have to see it later. He will see it later, hopefully. But the went to go see his child, and instead of you saying, yeah, I'm just so happy he's finally able to see his dad, and it's about the kids, and you just suffering on the back end. Instead of doing that, you got to make it about you. Like, come on, bruh. I'm with her when she right.
Why? We don't need to know that because you already know we're going to eat you up and swallow you whole. Like, you could have left that part out. You could have just been like, oh, my man went to support his son. And that was it. Like, why? Like, why? Like, I just don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? The man's already done moved. Y'all done moved across the country. So he's not going to be that close to his daddy. He's not going to be that close to his siblings. He's not going to be that close to y'all. So the least he can do, he's doing what a daddy and a father should do. Take your ass to support your child. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he's not going to make everything because he's across the country. But at least he got up off his ass and made it to the graduation. Like,
At least he went, man.
Good job, King. About time.
Hello.
We've been waiting.
About time.
But Lena, like,
Happy
baby, you gotta do
birthday.
better. You gotta do a little bit better, baby. You gotta make this, because you're making us look bad. And all of us ain't like you. All of us is not like you. We not. So everybody think all the stepmamas don't be treating they stepkids right and da-da-da. I'm here to tell you, I'm an activist stepmama. Don't play with me. And I just had to come on here real quick because I was just like, oh my God, like, girl, it never gave that. And she very well might have separation anxiety. You may very well been terrified after the the little hurricane? No, the little earthquake. But that man need to see his son. His son ain't seen him, we don't know how long. Like, and even when y'all was there, I don't think he was really that active either. So the fact that he flew all the way across the country to go back to support his son at the graduation, all we can do is clap for King right now. Lena, get that together, baby. Hold the girls down for them 2, 3, 4 little days. How many days we go? Hold them babies down. You know what I'm saying? Let that man do his part. Cry with him on the phone after he go see his son at that walk across that graduation stage. Okay? And please just shut that, please. He's tired of hearing it.
And Lena actually came back with a response.
That's how I'm like, for real.
How you tired, but you waiting for a follow back?
I swear I was gonna say that, Kay. She unfollowed her to make the vid. No cap. I was gonna say the same.
How you tired, but you've been trying to be my friend since 2022. Ain't never accepted your message. You even went as far as texting my daughter's Instagram page. I'm not trying to be your friend. Let's not forget, you're even waiting for a follow back on TikTok. So
Damn, Daysha.
if you was really tired of me and you was tired of seeing all these people narrate all these lies about me, then you would just unfollow me. Or you wouldn't pick up your phone as soon as you wake up to make a whole video about me. If you was so tired of hearing about me and seeing me. Now, I guess I gotta make this clear, okay? I am not mad that my man is in America, getting his son, supporting his son. I'm very happy for him. I love that for them. I wish you guys would understand that, but it's not meant for y'all to understand it. You guys probably will never understand it, and I will always be the villain in the story. But when I got on live, which I shouldn't have, because Lena, why are you getting on live? These people don't give a f about you or your emotions. They don't care that you miss your man. They don't.
It wasn't about you, girl. It wasn't about you. Why don't she get that? I love King to life. Okay, as a, a person that, we've been on the internet, cool guy. I've spoken to him, great guy to me. This wasn't a moment for you to speak about yourself. This wasn't a moment for you to be upset about, it was about Kaiser and his Faja. That's it. The end of story. You have spent more time with your man than his son. Do you understand that? At least that's what it looks like to the internet, even if that were to not be true. So why do you keep giving them the ammo? It's almost like you be like, listen, bro, let me go ahead and hand you this gun and let me give you these bullets too. I don't understand. It wasn't about you. It was about him. Them. That's it. She don't get it. She don't get it.
Care that you had a panic attack? Like, Lena, what are you thinking? What was I thinking? You're right. I shouldn't have got on live. You guys are absolutely right. I am not getting on live no more, and I'm not going to act like I am a human being with emotions that misses
What did Daysha say?
her man. Like, God forbid a miss her man on a 14-hour flight to America. God forbid. I'm sorry. I didn't know. You guys are so strict.
Tania.
You guys are really strict on this app. I don't know what I can say, what I can do, how I can feel. I'm a little confused here. Oh, I just want to say this too. She said that I was making the stepmoms look bad. Stop comparing me. That is the problem. We compare, there's comparison. You're comparing me to you. You're comparing yourself to me. There is no comparison. Stop comparing. Worry about your life. I worry about my life. I apologize for getting on live. I shouldn't have got on live and acted like I was a woman that was getting on her period and missed her man. God forbid. I am sorry. But let's not act like you're so tired of hearing about me, but you're following me on every platform. And the first thing that you do in the morning is pick up your phone to make a whole video about me to make your coins. Now, you know, everybody likes to clonk that, clonk that. Yeah. Okay, I'm really done. I'm sorry. I just couldn't let that slide because, like, what? Like, I'm not mad that my man went to America. I'm very happy for him. I'm actually preparing the house, getting everything ready for him. I was just, I'm getting on her period. I had no idea. I'm sorry.
Oh, that little victim, little manipulation she just
What up,
did.
man?
Girl. Okay. Damn, you could barely hear this. Why can we barely hear this?
2022 does not justify you being a sorry ass stepmama. Let's just clock that. Next, the fact that you had to pack up all your money to move to Thailand and take King from his son, then didn't have the audacity to pack your back up to come back to America to support that little boy for his graduation is crazy to me. The problem was you didn't have the funds to pack your husband and your kids to go back to America to support Kaiser for his graduation.
Well, oh my. Woo, okay. Well, okay.
Graduation. Let's clock that money. Anybody and everybody can collab whenever they want to collab. I was reaching out to you back in 2022 to collab with you back then. But after all of the poor ass parenting, poor ass stepmama parenting that you've been doing, I could give 2, 3, 4, 5 about linking up with you at the end of the month. You need the money. That's why you responded back to me instead of all them other people that done talked about your sorry ass. Instead of sitting.
Woo.
Sitting on TikTok all day on that sorry ass live, getting $2. Get your ass in my live, and do you want to have? Pack your shit to move to Thailand to get a better, more affordable lifestyle. Let's just talk about that. King did not pack it up to go move there to be a ninja. He moved there so y'all could afford life. Y'all couldn't afford life. That's why y'all went to Thailand. So instead of worrying about what I'm talking about on my TikTok, my life is gone. Okay? So it don't matter who I'm talking about, what I'm talking about, who I reached out to back in whenever. I didn't have to pack my and move my life from my child to support my life. So it doesn't matter. What are we talking about? So everything you said in the video and said still did not justify you being a sorry ass stepmama. Do your part. You make every other stepmama look bad, and that's facts. So it doesn't matter. You still didn't say about you not bringing your sorry ass there to the graduation. The reason you didn't go to the graduation is because you didn't want to see my unique looking finest on the sideline supporting her money. That's why you didn't go. But, baby, we ain't gonna sit here and talk about it too much longer. You didn't want to see that fat ass walking by your man. That's why you didn't go to the graduation. But it's okay.
Woo. Ooh.
We understand that you're very insecure. You didn't want Nick and King linking up probably. That's why you crying. Because you probably think she gonna take your man. But even if King wanted Nick back, he could never get her back. So it doesn't even matter. The only person that's a fan is your fan of his baby mama. So that, like I said, just move around. Just leave me the out of it. I spoke on the same shit everybody in America been thinking. Just step up as a stepmom. You are married to this man. And if you ain't married, I don't know, your fiance, you something. You got a ring. So you should be showing the you ain't got a ring how to do this. Because you obviously don't know how to be a mama or a stepmama. That's why your ass crying. King probably be taking care of the kids while your big ass out getting back massages and $5. Girl, get the phone and move around.
I have grown a new liking to Daysha and her tea. Woo! Well, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Yep.